If you love Queen of Silk, this video is for you. Today I'm sharing Queen of Silk's more affordable twin, Silky Princess by Fragrance World. So if you were thinking about getting Queen of Silk but didn't want to drop that bag, sit tight, girl, because after we dive into this twin, you might not even want to do that. Welcome back, my loves, and if you are new here, I'm the Sensei, and welcome to my channel where every day smells like cuteness, confidence, and a little bit of luxury. So if that sounds like something you're into, please continue to watch, and also consider subscribing to the channel and liking this video if you do enjoy my content, because it does help my channel to grow. So without further ado, let's get into it. So let's start with Madame Queen of Silk. She is a relatively new perfume from the House of Creed. I believe this was launched last year, and this is in the oriental-floral family. Runner-up is Silky Princess by Fragrance World, and this is clearly paying homage to Queen of Silk. I mean, her outfit clearly tells you who she wants to be like. And this is also in the oriental-floral category. Now, let's compare the notes. Queen of Silk opens up with saffron, magnolia, and osmanthus, and Silky Princess opens up with that same trio. Queen of Silk has passion fruit, tuberose, patchouli, and oud in the middle, and Silky Princess has the same mid minus the passion fruit. And for the base, Queen of Silk has some ambroxan, Madagascar vanilla, myrrh, musk, cedarwood, and incense, and the twin has the same at the base. The structure is nearly the same. The dupe hits most of the notes nearly in the same proportions as well. So let's get into longevity and performance. Queen of Silk has excellent projection. You get about 6 to 8 hours wear with this girl. And when I say 6 to 8 hours, I mean it's projecting and you are still receiving compliments 6 to 8 hours later after initial spray. So I would say that is solid longevity. 6 to 8 hours before it begins to turn into a skin scent is exceptional in my opinion. Silky Princess has about the same in longevity. You get about 6 to 8 hours wear. However, it is not as strong as Queen of Silk. It is very long lasting, but when it comes to projection, Creed is going to push out a little farther than the Silky Princess. So when it comes to projection, I would say that Silky Princess is moderate projection and Queen of Silk is great projection. So let's get into the similarities and the differences. We already know that the similarities are in the note breakdown. The note breakdown is nearly identical. These both have a spicy floral opening. They both have a nice, deep, rich heart and a sweet, smoky base. Where I see these two are really different is in the dry down. And when I say different in the dry down, I'm still not even talking about the smell. I am only talking about performance. Silky Princess dries down a lot softer than Queen of Silk. Like with the Silky Princess, the end result is going to be more of the vanilla, musk, and the cedar wood. Whereas to Queen of Silk, you are still getting very much of that oud in the background. And I feel like Silky Princess kind of loses that a little sooner in the fragrance. So if you're a person that really don't like oud, I'm not saying that you don't smell the oud in this, because you do, but it's not a oud that is really thick and heavy. And it's not really like that in Queen of Silk either, but it fades faster in Silky Princess. But yeah, in full comparison of these two fragrances, the main difference is projection. There's not really much of a difference. Scent trail is going to be a lot softer with the Silky Princess. Not saying that people won't smell you, because I'm sure they will. It's just not as strong as Queen of Silk, which makes sense. I mean, we're talking about a $445 perfume versus I don't know, $30 perfume, 40 tops. So I would hope this one is pushing out farther for a longer period of time. So overall, I would expect this one to be a little more refined and polished than Silky Princess. So let's get into value. Obviously, Creed is far more expensive. And Silky Princess is made to give you that luxurious feel of Queen of Silk without the hefty price tag. Silky Princess is going to give you an amazing impression of Queen of Silk and many of the vibes of Queen of Silk at a much lower cost. So, the verdict. Who should get which? If you want the prestige, the brand, and the absolute premium quality and don't mind the price tag, then absolutely go for it. Queen of Silk is definitely worth it. It delivers on presence, artistry, luxury, and you're going to feel it with every wear. If you want something very similar that feels luxurious but is more budget friendly and you don't mind reapplying to keep it strong, Silky Princess is a great alternative. It won't match exactly in projection or depth, but for regular wear, it's excellent. It's an excellent choice. And keep in mind that when I am testing these fragrances, I am testing them on my skin. These perfumes can perform a lot better when they're sprayed on clothing. I just like to spray them on skin because I just feel like it's a more accurate test to see how perfumes perform on skin, because not everybody wants to spray their clothes. Sometimes you may have clothes that you don't want to wash, or you may have jackets that you don't want it to smell like that all the time. So you may want to just only spray your skin. And on top of that, like, I just feel like you get a better gist of the fragrance by spraying it on your skin and allowing it to mix in with your skin chemistry really helps for you to really see how it's going to perform. But it's how I prefer to test them. So keep in mind that spraying on clothes can also help fragrances to perform much better. So there you have it. Creed's Queen of Silk versus Silky Princess by Fragrance World. Both are gorgeous. One is premium, the other is smart value. If you tried them both, I'd love to hear about it. What are your thoughts on it? And we have reached the end of this video. If you enjoyed my video, please make sure you don't forget to hit that like button. And if you are not already a subscriber, consider subscribing to my channel. And until next time, you guys have a lovely day.